Intellectual proof 4,763 that I am 100% about water being what is subjectively experienced as awareness. So when you are aware, when you are looking out, when you are aware of something, that awareness is your body water. Water is aware. Water is aware. All the perceptions that you see are happening in the body water. All the neural impulses, the metabolism, the breath, all of that is dissolved in water. And so the perceptions that your nervous system generates, they arise inside of water. And that's why all of these perceptions are in your awareness, because your awareness is water, right? So everything in the body has to be functioning. The water has to be in different bags, different pockets, different tubes, at different currents to have a human experience, right? The instant that the body dies and the water stops flowing, that water there is no longer having a human experience. Like a human experience is dependent on the heart and the cerebral spinal fluid and the interstitial fluid and all that other stuff. You're aware of all of that. That's the human experience. But when you're listening to meditation teachers and say, who is the looker that is looking? The looking of the looking looker. I am aware that I am aware that I am aware. And the reason that it's hard to talk about what it is because water, if you actually look at it, like if you stare at the ocean, like if you really, really try and describe what the surface is doing and the thing, it's actually paradoxical, like what you're seeing. Like when you look at water, you're not even ever seeing the water, you're seeing through it, or you're seeing a distortion of something behind the water, or you're seeing a reflection of light from somewhere else. You never see water. You infer water by how it's distorting your sight of other things, right? And so that consciousness is equally tricky to grab onto, and additionally, like consciousness is like water. You go, oh, there's a wave right there. I want to reach out and study. The instant that you get within interactive distance with anything in the water related, it will break apart. You'll become part of it. You no longer see a wave over there. You are the wave over there if you actually explore the wave, or if you touch it. And so consciousness has all the same elusive properties as water. You really only need one proof, and that's that all of your perceptions are happening inside of awareness. What's the only other thing that you know of that all of your perceptions as a human are happening inside of? What every chemical reaction going on in your brain is happening inside of water, just like every single thought, feeling, sensation, or perception that you could have is happening inside water. Water is also the only substance that aligns with what people have surmised the qualities and the nature of the soul are, or any of these other types of metaphysics. And you see that water is the only thing laid out or arranged in these fractal hierarchies of being, right? You have water inside of a cell. You have that water inside of the cell connected to the interstitial fluid, right? So there's a firmament, the cell membrane, there's pores, there's gates, there's doors, and then the water is connected to a different body of water. It's connected through the pores, it's connected through the membrane, but it's like two different bodies of water that are connected via something akin to rivers. And then that interstitial fluid is connected to the lymph, right? So it's a separate body of water. The lymph is connected to the organ, then the heart, and then the brain, right? All the water is connected in these hierarchies and these layers of heaven that have different arrangements or different orientations towards different perceptions or different experiences that you can have, right? Like the water around the brain, the water around all the perceptions, the water around all the thoughts, etc. That's the cerebrospinal fluid. It's incredibly clear. It's incredibly translucent. It's very still. It's very, right? In comparison to the water of the heart, flowing, magnetically attracted to everything, invested in everything, restless, ceaseless, all powerful. Heart. And so there's infinite corollary pattern between water and consciousness, between water and awareness. And all you have to do is see it, and then all of a sudden the elusive language of consciousness and awareness goes away. The water is looking. It is looking. Looking is a field. Anything that is in a field is looking. So then you have the singular I, a singular body of water, the singular holonic fractal of being, right? There's a singular field around an atom, right? So that atom is a being. It has a singular field of I. My body has a singular field of I. And that's what creates a body. It's the same I as all the other I's, but it's in a body with this DNA doing this pattern, doing this thing, so it makes this body. But the I is the same. The I is given to us by water. Not even given to us by water, it is water. Right? Are we water? No. But our awareness, a very important part of ourselves, is water. And I'm 1,000% right about this. Like, I don't know. It's funny. I've known that I'm right about this for like the last several decades. Plural? Is it decades now? No, less than decades. Say a decade. It's a weird thing to be right about because of how obvious it is. And I guess you don't get any bonus points for being this right. But I mean, it is like the whole thing where people are like trying to like figure out the meaning crisis and how does awareness work? What's the qualities of the soul? How do I do all this? It's like, if you just like, the reason all this crap is confusing is because you're not willing to admit that water is awareness. And not only is it awareness, according to the most orthodox and universally accepted Christian theology, right? Most popular religion on earth. The thing that more people believe is true than anything else in the world, Christianity, states that water is the doorway into truth. Water is the doorway into truth, the entrance into truth. According to Christianity, if a human asks God himself to show me the truth, God goes, here I am. And if God's not there, God says, if I'm not there and somebody asks you to show them the truth, you slam their face into water 3 times. Water, water, water. And that's according to Christianity. So like, I don't want to be like pulling on the whole, what do you call it? Like the dogmatic strings, or fundamentalism. But according to the obviousness of observation, according to the fundamental dogma of Christianity, according to molecular biology, water is awareness. Water is looking. So what is that looking like if there's no body? Like if it's just the ocean? Like when you have a glass of water? When you have water, it's just looking. It's just no one's looking. Like this is a very simple body of water. It's as simple as my body of water. Bodies of water are simple. Water is simple. simple. And it's so bad that I'm like, is this satirical pride? I'm not even prideful at this point. The pride, like the reason I'm behaving like an asshole, is from being ignored so much. I know I'm right. I know it's going to take off. I know some people are going to have to eventually just see it, right? So I'm acting like the biggest idiot ever so that you have to follow an arrogant dumbass, right? And you have to do that because you want the truth. You're looking for some showy thing like, oh, I'm going to follow that respectable person, or I'm going to advocate that respectable person's ideas. I'm going to advocate that person that looks the way that I think truth is supposed to look. And I'm going, no, it looks like fucking this. This is what the truth looks like. And if you follow the truth, you have to follow it. And I found it first. So you have to follow me. What is this UPS driver doing in my parking spot? Oops.